is Lisa, and in today's video I'm going to be taking my pile of book pages that I pulled out of my Reader's Digest journal and making just a whole bunch of pockets. I realized when I was doing my journal that I don't have very many pockets, so stay tuned if you want to see some really easy quick folds to make some quick pockets out of all the book pages you have. Okay, so I've made a bunch of bases already, but I'm going to show you how I did them. These are two just regular pockets. Now they look very similar, but they are different sizes. So I'm going to show you how to do them. See, this one is a little bit shorter than that one. So really quick and easy. We take a book page. If you want to straighten it out, you can. That one's just way crooked on the top. I'm going to bury that one for a bit. The way I did these is I did not, because when I go to put them and decorate them at some point, I can straighten them, but I just wanted to have a whole bunch of bases just sitting around. So the first one is this one, which is really easy, which is just, of course, just a fold. Now, as long as you don't have book pages that crack, because if you fold it and it cracks, then you kind of have an issue. It might be a little too brittle, but these don't crack at all. They're definitely not strong enough to be a pocket on their own, but they'll work fine. So all I did, real simple. I'm not telling you anything new, but you kind of forget these things that you can do really quick and make a ton real fast, and just have them on hand to make pockets. So once you've got a whole bunch of bases made and you decide you want to make a pocket out of them, like I said, you can go ahead and take your little cutter, figure out how wide you want your pocket to be. So let's say 5 3/4 or 4 3/4 sounds like a good amount. I'm going to go ahead and trim that. If I wanted a little smaller, I could. And now I have a nice straight pocket. And if I wanted to make a thumb hole, I could do that now. And ink it up. This is a pretty grungy paper, so I'm not going to really ink it too much, but ink it up and decorate it, and you have a fun little pocket. You could also make these into side text if you want, or if you wanted to not put the hole in there, you could decorate them and back them one more time with some solid cardstock or like solid paper. Throw that on the back of it and make a journal card out of these. So it's just good to have a whole bunch of these on hand. I know quite a few people who do this, like they'll use these book pages for their glue pages. And once they get too gluey, that's when they'll fold them in half and then stack them up to get them. So that's another way to do them quite easily. Okay, simple, fold it in half. Now this one, if you have a little bit more brittle paper or you want it a little bit shorter, this is how I did this version. All I did was fold down a piece that I'm going to have near the top. Just throw a little bit of glue on there. And then I take that and folded that in half and glued those. Now this version is a little shorter, like I said, but what it does is it leaves the top part where you're going to put maybe the thumb hole or the top of the pocket to be a little bit thicker, because there is now 3 pieces there. It's hard to tell, but there you can see there's 3 layers, the folded layer and then the front and back for it. And again, you can back these to make journal cards or snip them straight to make pockets. So like I said, I have a whole bunch of stash now of shorter ones and longer ones to be able to decorate for my colored journals. Simple ones, right? Okay, for the next one, these are can be either belly bands or tall tags. They are approximately 2 inches wide, and how I did them was similar to that pocket, where I just folded in the rough edge just to give it a little bit of strength. And we'll go ahead and glue that down. And then all I did was then fold this in half. Now I pre-fold these before I glue them, because once you put the glue on there, sometimes it's a little bit harder to slide them into place, and then they get a little crooked and you have to straighten them. So this way they're folded already, makes it a little easier to fold them, and get my straightener out here, or spreader, just to make sure all the glue is spread pretty good. And there you go. So belly band, tuck pocket, which I'll show you in a minute how I'm going to use these, but these are just a little bit bigger than 2. Really depends on how big your page is to start and how big you do that first fold in there. But these are also, these would work for side tucks. And as I'm thinking about that, I have, if you saw my last video, when I put my journal together, I've got this one. I've got this page that printed weirdly. And what I could do is attach this, put some decoration on there, maybe even center it a little bit if I want, add a little washi tape or something on there, cover that up, decorate it, glue top and bottom, put a thumb hole in there, and have a side tucket for it. So that'll be perfect for that version. Now they're not very tall for full page belly bands. I have done shorter ones, but that would fit perfectly for a belly band on a page like that. I did belly bands for these where I did cut them down. So that shows the border on here. And this is just about that height too. So these would work, like I said, for belly bands and for tags, which let's show you with one of my folds coming up. Okay, I'll leave these to the side because, like I said, we've got the fold that is coming up next. All right, here is the next pocket that I'm going to do. It is tall and skinny pocket, and like I said, these fit in there beautifully. Nice height, right? That works good. So, whoops. All right, so I'm going to show you how I made those. Fairly simple. Now, again, if you wanted to, I did not straighten these. They're jaggedy, but just adds a little bit of texture to it, I think. All right, so these are folded into thirds. Now, it is truly kind of an eyeball thing that I do, and just kind of fold them into each other and press down. And if you have to straighten it out a little bit, you can. All right, there we go. All right, so for this, what you want to do then is take your front piece and fold it into the fold to make the pocket. I am going to glue it down just so it doesn't pop out for that. And there we go. And there you are. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this page down here because, again, kind of gives it, the layer glue also gives it a little bit of strength too. So I'm going to glue this to this side. Use my spreader, make sure it's nice and flat. And then I'm going to glue this front pocket here and here. Now I'm going to use art glitter for that so that I don't take up too much space of the center part. So I'm going to go right there and try to go straight there. I get so shaky doing it. And voila. Okay, let's put the tap on this because I don't know if I need it anymore. Actually I do, but not in a bit. Okay, so there is that pocket. And like I said, these that are folded work great in there. And also just regular screw, like this is a 2-inch, yeah, this is a 2-inch strip of paper. So a nice 2-inch tall piece of paper that is 2 inches by 2 by 7. Just happened to be a scrap that I had on side. Works perfectly for a tall tag. So if you want little quick little pockets for tall tags, that will work for those. So good to have these on hand, easy to decorate. And there you go. All right, so we'll get these two to the side because they are done. All right, so for the next one, again, very simple. But these are side tags, side pockets. And I'm going to show you with the book here. So if you want to make it into a side tuck, you can do it on one side here. But the way I'm going to fold it is you can have it also wrap around to do a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side. If you do it this way, I'll show you how to glue it, then you could just have, you could have a pocket on the inside and behind it, or just one on the outside. So, real simple fold to have a couple versions of pockets. Okay, so this one is just having the book page go this way, and we are going to fold it in half so I know where to put the pockets. Right, and we're just going to fold it in. I'm not going to fold it all the way to the center because we want it to be able to fold, but just shy of the center. And there we go. All right, I am going to fold or glue the pockets down because we don't want them coming up. I'll put some glue on that one, fold that down, put some glue on this one, and fold that down. Okay, now if I knew that this was going to be just a pocket that I stick something behind, I would go ahead and glue it on the two sides. But since I don't know if this is going to be a wraparound or not, I'm not going to glue them. I'm just going to, like I said, store them for future journals. And what's nice about this is you can have them go either way, no matter which way you decorate it, because they're not one-sided. So quick little folds for that. All right, so the final one that I have today is a little more fancy, and I have gone and decorated a few things with some washi tape, and actually went and decorated this on here. Now this is a fold that I've done before with bigger book pages, but I decided to try it with this little one, and it worked just fine. So, all right, now I did keep, I don't know if I kept the thing, looks like I have the, no, I really didn't keep, I didn't go rough edge on top or bottom consistently with it. All right, so what you're going to want to do is kind of turn into a little bit of an angle, and you're going to fold the bottom corner up toward the top corner, and you're going to make two mountain peaks. We're going to try to keep the mountain peaks about even and see if they're straight. Especially with book pages, you can usually tell because you can see the text. And go ahead and fold it. Now, all we're going to do is, and it doesn't matter which way you fold it, you can fold it that way, this way. If you want to look at it to see how, you know, what's on the top, what's, you know, going to face up, you can do that. But usually it works out either way. All right, so we're going to fold the one side in loosely toward the center, kind of right where the center is, and then we're going to fold the other one this way. Now, this one that has a pocket, and this one does not, so we're going to take it and we're just going to tuck it in so it just touches in there, and go ahead and kind of finagle it until we get a nice even pocket, or try to get a nice even pocket. Okay, now I'm going to take my art glitter glue, and I'm going to just poke a little bit of glue in here just to hold that tuck in its spot, and then I'm going to take some art glitter glue and put a line at the bottom so that whatever gets put in here won't come out the bottom. And now let me take one of the ones that I finished here and take a, now this is I think a 3-inch, this is about 3 inches. So you can have it both ways. This is how I have it pictured here. So you can have it this way, so you have a spot here. You can also put a spot here, so you can have 2 tags for it to go in there. You can also put it into your journal facing this way, and just have a fun tag going that way. All right, now what I did on these is I did add washi tape to the diagonals just to have some fun. As you see, I could probably, I have like one for each color. And I've done them differently. Like this one is going to be, I didn't match my peaks up here, but you can see it still works. It just ends up being a little It's a little cattywonk, but I think it's cute still. All right, so like this one and this one and this one, I have the washi tape on this front side, so there's just the one pocket. And these three, I put the washi tape in the back. Oh, this one's a front one too. These three, I put the washi tape on the back side so that their pockets are facing this way. Now, it was just a random choice. Didn't really, just was kind of playing with them. So I'm gonna show you how I put the tapes on these. And this is not necessary. This can be done at this point, besides throwing some decoration on there if you want it to be. But why not have a little bit more fun with it? All right, so I think I'm going to do a black and white version because I don't have a black and white, just to have it in the repertoire, as they say, as a choice. All right, so, I think I'm going to take this one because Houndstooth looks fun. All right, so all I did, and it really is just decorative. I followed along the angle, not covering up where the slit would be, because if I want to put a tag there, I want to be able to do it. I put it where this is, so we're going to just take a piece and add it right to the edge. Now, doing this also kind of gives it a bit of strength. I did wrap them around because they're going to be attached to a page, and no one is going to see them. So cute, right? All right, I'm going to fold one more just because I want to put the tape going the other direction for you to see. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. All right, I'm going to put the peak up here. I'm going to take this bottom peak and fold it toward the top. And see how I noticed this was wrong because it's angled weird. But let's see how it works. Maybe it'll work okay. I'm going to angle it to go like this. So it's a wider peak. Let's see if it works. All right, so I'm going to take the one side and fold it in. Now you can see this is the one that's going to tuck into because it's got the top. And this is the one that's going to be tucked into. So I'll go ahead and tuck that into there. And yeah, that'll work. I'm going to put the tape on the front on this one. So just a little more jagged, but that's okay. All right, throw some glue in here so that it holds it together. And then glue some glue in the bottom so we don't poke on through. All right, gonna put the needle back in. Okay. All right, so we are glued down. All right, so this is going to get glued onto the page back here, so we don't have to worry too much about this stuff back here. So I want to put a little bit of washi tape right there, and I think we're going to go with the daisies because they're fun. So for the front one, I did the same, where I just put it on the book page, just along the edge, just to give a little bit of strength, and wrapped it around. Now you got to be careful that you don't close the spot up when you're wrapping it around necessarily. And we're just going to put a little on back here just to, like I said, it's going to be glued down. But all right, so for this one, it would go in here like this. Be cute, right? A little decoration down there and call that one a day. And this one, the tags would go in here or in here or even a little one in there. So you have options, right? Cute. All right, well, that was just a few different ways to make tags or to make book page pockets. All right, so we got the folded one. We've got the corner pocket wrap around or just a side tuck. We've got the tall and skinny pocket with the little thing. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but depending on how you fold the top over, you can have the pockets going that way and the pockets going that way. And we've got the tall belly bands / tags for these. And then we've got the size pockets. Yeah, fun stuff. So I've got a lot of book pages left. I got a lot more bases I can make for these, but now I got at least a big stash to go through to be able to make some pockets for my color journals. So, all right, well, that is going to be it for me today. And if you like the video, thumbs up would be great. If you have any questions about these or any added ones that you've seen folded, let me know. There's probably 10,000 ways to fold book pages, but this was just a handful of quick ones to make your stash grow and be able to craft on the fly. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.